Line sweep contractors and technicians who create dozens of cable and antenna sweeps every day know the struggles associated with checking multiple traces and generating clear, concise, and accurate reports. Anritsu has your solution. Introducing Line Sweep Tools software. Line Sweep Tools makes the daily tasks of checking limit lines and markers as well as renaming files quick and simple. To follow is a brief tutorial. Getting started. For new users, Line Sweep's help file includes a table of contents, an index, and a search function, along with information on every capability of the Line Sweep tool. One of the main functions of Line Sweep is getting traces off the Anritsu Line Sweep instruments and onto your PC. The Settings Preferences menu has the selections for the type of interface used for your particular SiteMaster, CellMaster, or BTS master. Files can be moved to the PC through the File Open menu, which allows you to browse to directories on the instrument. As an alternative, files can be moved to the PC through the Capture menu. In this case, we will capture the current trace and transfer it from the instrument to the PC. Markers and limit lines. Once the trace is open in the Line Sweep tool, it's easy to set or adjust the limit line, markers, and trace titles. To set the limit line, just press the Limit Line button. The desired value can be entered in the box, or the limit line can be dragged to the desired location. Traditionally, traces are checked against a limit line and markers, which themselves need to be set accurately. This is a manual process and often error-prone. Markers can be turned on by clicking on a marker icon. Once on, they can be dragged to their desired location. For additional precision, the Marker Edit menu allows numeric entry of marker values. Trace titles and subtitles can be renamed easily by clicking on them. Presets. When working with dozens of traces, it's handy to have quicker, accurate methods to set limit lines and markers. Presets makes this job quick. To create a preset, press the Edit Preset button. The presets turn red, and by clicking on Preset 1, we can save the current marker and limit line setup. Now, press the Edit Preset button again. The presets turn to teal and are ready to use. In this example, there are 3 similar return loss traces open. Click on Preset 1 to set up markers and limit lines for the first trace. Click on the Next Trace button and set the same preset on the second trace, and so forth. With up to 7 presets available, reviewing traces for proper markers and limit lines can be done very quickly. Renaming. Renaming files, trace titles, and trace subtitles can also be done quicker than with traditional methods. In this case, we use the Renaming toolbar and Renaming grid. The Open Naming Grid button gets us started. The naming grid allows you to construct a file name, trace title, or subtitle from components you define using a right-click. Once set up, it only takes a moment to create a file name, title, or subtitle. In this case, we will change the trace subtitle. After editing the title, click on Remember Names to put the names in a clipboard. Now, click on the Title from the Naming Grid toolbar button, and the title changes to match the naming grid entry. This capability, combined with the Next Trace button, allows you to quickly rename traces and minimize errors. Reporting. Once your traces are renamed and the markers and limit lines are in the right places, it's time to think about the report. Line Sweep allows you to output files in a number of digital formats, print traces, and create reports. Files can be exported from Line Sweep using File Export and choosing between a .csv text file, a BMP, JPEG, PNG, or an Anritsu proprietary VNA file. Export All makes it quick to export all open files. Of course, traces can be printed as well. When printing traces in monochrome, the white and black colors reverse to save on printer ink. Many people will prefer the Report Generator feature, which creates professional printed PDF files that can be emailed or printed on paper. To create a report, a bit of preparation is helpful. Under File Report Setup, you will find this form. This allows you to customize the report title, your company name, who the report was prepared for, and the location where the sweeps were taken. You can also choose to display your company logo. Once the report setup form is filled out, File Generate Report will create the PDF. All open traces will be printed to the PDF document. The PDF can then be printed, archived, or emailed. Summary. Anritsu's new Line Sweep Tools software helps sweep contractors and technicians with the cumbersome task of creating dozens of cable and antenna sweeps every day. Checking multiple traces and generating reports from those traces just got simpler. Line Sweep Tools from Anritsu.